Hello and welcome to Skylanders
Trap Team
Chapters Ranked. Now we're going to rank them from worst to best. All the chapters in Skylanders Trap Team. So let's get into it. First up, and my least favorite level, it'll probably have to be Time Town. I don't know, it just feels like there's not much to it. Just felt a little lackluster. I don't feel like there was enough villains in it. Like, I feel like the only villain you really saw was Crosscrow. Like, it only had one villain. It was very lackluster. You know, besides the DLC levels, there wasn't much, like, only one villain. So, it just didn't feel like there wasn't, like, it felt short. It just did. That's all I have to say about it. Here's the thing about Know-It-All Island. I don't know. It's just kind of boring. I've never liked the tropical setting. I've always liked colder places, like a colder, deep woods sort of thing. But, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's got 3 villains. So, I'm not saying it's too bad. I mean, the more villains, the better, honestly. So, it's still pretty good for that reason. I mean, I kind of like all of the levels, but still, not that much to it. Soda Springs, well, I feel like just like Time of the Giants and Skylanders Giants, it's just a really good introductory level. And actually, now that I think about it, they're very similar, because, like, you kind of do a boss fight without fighting them head on and just kind of like going around them and attacking them in different ways. So, yeah. It really introduces all the mechanics well, so I'll give it that. But really not that much to say about it besides that. I don't know. This level just felt not so good. Future of Skylands. I just didn't like the aesthetic of Future of Skylands. I've never liked the futuristic aesthetic. I don't know. It's just never appealed to me. I don't feel like there is much to it. I feel like everything's the same color. It's bland. The future aesthetic is very bland. I've always hated it. I mean, the boss fight was good though. The boss fight at the end was definitely worth the wait. I have nothing else to say about this level, but you want to hear about a weird glitch that happened while I was playing this level? So you know the Blastertron, like right at the door? Like right at the entrance of the level? Somehow he like one-shotted my snapshot and drained all his health. I have no idea how that happened, but it happened. Now, Telescope Towers is kind of a gray area. I kind of like it, kind of not. The music wasn't so good. The enemy design kind of was. So it's kind of a gray area. Like, the boss fights were good. The atmosphere was janky. The fights kept me engaged, though. Hoodsickle and Pinata fights were really good. Dreamcatcher was okay. But either way, Hoodsickle's music is, well, I wouldn't call it music. So once again, the music in this level as a whole, But you know, Pinata's theme is great. One of my favorite villain themes, probably ever. So I'll give it that. Also, the flying whales are pretty cool. That's it. That's all I gotta say about this level. Chompy Mountain is the first level on this list that I genuinely really like. It's got some style to it, I will say. It's a good ending to a really good arc. But anyway, the boss fights were really cool. I like the design of Bruiser Cruiser. It was nice to see Chompy Mage come back. Bruiser Cruise's theme is just really good as well. I like the little military grounds in the level, and the Chompy Mage boss fight. Now, the Chompy Mage boss fight was fun. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it might actually be better than the one in Giants. Actually, yeah, it's definitely better than the one in Giants. Actually, no, it's better than the one in Giants. So here's the thing about Troll Home Security. Not Troll Home Security. Operation Troll Rocket Steel. Well, it's interesting, I would say. I like its cool military base look, I guess. But the boss fight in the arena battle definitely did not disappoint. I don't really have much to say about it. I like its use of troll tanks as well, because, you know, they're always good to see. Threat Pack's theme hit different. It's just an overall solid level. Okay, so Golden Desert. Well, it's interesting. Kind of like the aesthetic of it. The boss fights were good. It's kind of the level where, like, you know you got a big storm coming. So, and this is like the anticipation up to fighting Golden Queen. So I'd consider it very important in the story. And yeah, it's a vibe, is what I'm saying. Even though I don't really like warm climates, this level did not disappoint. Chef Zeppelin. There's just a lot to offer here for this level. I mean, I feel like there's just a lot to it in general. We've got, I mean, there's the trolls. There's a lot of them in this level, so that's good. Making use of that good enemy design that I like, as you know. As you know, I really like the enemies in games. So it's a plus for me. Chef Pepperjack's fight was good. The Zeppelin itself is also just looks really good. Whoever modeled this thing, it's impressive. Bombshell is also just a cool villain as well, I guess. And I like to use him. The point is, this level had a lot to offer, and I definitely enjoyed it. Now I know what you're thinking. The Chaos fight is long. But still, it's such a good fight as well. And plus, the rest of the level's cool too. I mean, you have to climb this tower and get to the boss. It was really well executed. And a really good way to have that build up before the final fight. It really served that purpose well, I feel like. And good use of enemies. I always like to see the ravens in the mix, so it was nice to see those launcher things. The point is, it's a solid build-up to the final boss. Monster Marsh. I've had some good memories with this level, gotta say. The boss fights were fun. It was our first introduction to the light and dark element. What else? The arena battle was fun too. Was it the introduction to arena battles too? No. That was Phoenix Sanctuary. Anyway, introduction to light and dark. Good use of enemies. I kind of like the atmosphere of it, the kind of ominous vibe going on. overall, a good level. Rainfish Riviera. Now, here's the thing about Rainfish Riviera. I don't know, I just have some good memories with it. It's kind of like a discount version of Cutthroat Carnival. And if you've seen my Giants levels ranked, you know I like Cutthroat Carnival. Good use of enemies as well. I like those little evil food fight things. That's what they look like to me. That they introduced. Bombshell's great. They introduced so many new enemies, even though we don't see them throughout the entire game pretty much. Still pretty cool. Like the whole atmosphere, I like how dark it is. The whole theme. It's not as good as Cutthroat Carnival, but it's a close second, I guess. The music's not half bad either. And this is a level that I've had really good memories with. So yeah, really, just a solid level overall. Phoenix Sanctuary. I don't know why, this level brings back memories. I don't know why, but it's just good. It just looks appealing. I like the progression in it as well. Everything about it is just really good. I like how much the trolls were used in this level as well. It's the first real introduction to them in this game. I mean, they did appear in Choppy Mountain, but they were more abundant here. I just feel like there was a lot to offer for this level. I don't know, I just like the aesthetic of it. And brings back memories. Overall, an enjoyable experience, I would say. Well, now it's down to the top 5. And if you've already seen my other ranking video on Skylanders Giants, you know how this goes. I will award each of these following levels for a certain category that they excel in the most out of any other level. And the award for best use of the good enemy design in this game goes to Mystic Mill. Now this level was really good all the way through. I like how they changed up the Willikin to be villains. They looked way better in Trap Team than they did in Giants. Some of my favorite villains in the game are the Willikin. And it was just a good move on their part. And I really like how you were like infiltrating their fortress and taking it back and whatnot. It was a cool plot idea for the level. And that's why my favorite arc is probably the Crankcase arc. And the award for best boss fight and the number 4 spot on this list is Lair of the Golden Queen. This level was just amazing from start to finish. I like how we had to infiltrate her, like, secret base, and the boss fight was just one of the best in the entire series, probably, I would have to say. Golden Queen was just a really good villain for this game. Really good main antagonist for this game. I mean, all the Doom Raiders had really brought something new to the table.
and it was really cool to see like a new villain. But I mean, the boss fight was just fun as well. The moving platforms, the golden shurikens that she throws around, and not to mention, you know, when she turns giant and chases you. It is all a good experience. And the winner of the award for Best Level Mechanics, and the number 3 spot on this list goes to Sky Highlands. Now, this level had all the mini games in it. It had the turret stuff, it had sky stones, it had everything packed into one. The boss fight at the end was great. I really like the crows in this game, so that's a plus. I feel like the crows were another good faction of enemies that came out of this game. Really like that you're like climbing a tower made of an amethyst geode. I think it has a really cool aesthetic to it. This is the level where we finally get a glimpse of their home base, as they've been scattered around the game for a while now, and we really didn't know what their deal was. But this level gave us that. And so much more. Turret minigames were enjoyable. So was the Sky Stones. And the general aesthetic of the level was also pleasing. And the award for best music out of any level goes to Willikin Workshop. This level, though, it has the best music out of the entire game, basically. The music that played on the road to Crankcase's lair was really good. The music that played all throughout the train section and inside the secret entrance was really good. Crankcase's boss music itself was really good. But the best track in this level by far is Scrap Shooter's theme. It just hit different. It's probably my favorite of all the villain themes in the entire game. By far. I'll just leave you to listen to it. And Crankcase's boss fight itself was also really good. It definitely deserves a place for second best boss fight in the entire game. Not to mention what I've already said before, that I really like what they did with the Willikin here and making them the villains in this game. And also the level just looks really good. And the winner for best aesthetic and design and vibe and all that out of any level in the game, and my number 1 pick for best level goes to Secret Sewers. This level. Now, hear me out. It's cool. It has a great aesthetic. I mean, you might think this decision is weird at first. Just think about it. It's a cool underground base with a certain vibe to it. And that vibe is Willikin. I will admit this level is an acquired taste. But still, it was fun all throughout. And The fights, though, that was the key part of it. That was what made this level fun. The arena battle, the boss fights were fun. There was just a lot of cool enemies scattered throughout. I just feel like this level had a very loungy vibe to the surrounding area. Like, I would live here. That might sound weird, but I would definitely live here. It's cool. It just is. I don't know how to explain it. And that concludes the list. I don't know if it's as good as the last one, but still pretty good. Tell me if you agreed with my rankings in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.